Right, y'all, good evening. Appreciate each and every one of y'all for coming in tonight for this Q&A. I'm not going to take too much of your time, but basically tonight we're going to be talking about over the next 4 weeks. I know a couple of months ago rather, we did our 7 weeks to summer. We've seen extreme results in regards to that, but we felt it's necessary right now to kind of run something back to get everybody on track. We've been getting weight and body fat percentage over the last week. And in all honesty, we've been seeing extreme results. A lot of people, they've been losing a lot of weight. People over the last couple of weeks lost 5, 10, 15 pounds. A lot of body fat percentage. The inches have been going down. So shout out to y'all. Y'all been doing amazing. And over these next 4 weeks, we want to definitely kick it up a notch. So today we're really going to be going into detail of what we'll be doing over the next couple of weeks. So basically what we're going to be doing is 4 weeks of focus. And what is that? It starts Monday, July 17th, and it's over the next 4 weeks. August 13th is a Sunday. So basically each week we're going to be breaking down it into 4 themes. So 1 week for each theme. Each will have several tasks that we want to complete each week. Small things, but at the same time, it's life-changing. It's going to help increase discipline, consistency, and basically just challenge you just to become a better person. We'll be doing weekly check-ins every single week. Body fat and weight will be checked, and every 4 weeks we'll check your body fat percentage. Everybody, if you don't mind, just unmuting your phone. Muting your phone. Do me a favor, y'all. Mute your phone. Mute your phone. If you call, mute your phone. Again, we'll be doing weekly check-ins. We'll get weight and body fat percentage every week, and then every 4 weeks we get your measurements checked. And every single week during the 4 weeks of focus, we're going to be doing our Q&A. So definitely tune into the Q&As on a weekly basis. We're going to reflect on the current week, and then we'll get you prepared for the following week. So tune in. It's very, very important. Now, during these 4 weeks, accountability is key. You have access to all of your trainers, so definitely utilize it. If you have any questions, no matter the day, no matter the time, feel free to reach out, because if you don't know, please, can you mute your phone, please? If you need any assistance, just feel free to reach out to the trainers. Very, very important. And that's really what's going to set you up for success. So over the next 4 weeks, to be the most successful, transparency and self-belief is key. So we need to know what you're doing outside of the gym in order to help you to reach your goals. And for the most part, that's in regards to your eating. So being transparent when we ask you questions, going over the 4 weeks, believing that you can actually accomplish these goals, because 4 weeks, it may seem like it's a lot of time, but if you really lock in for the next 4 weeks, that's 28 days, that's legit gonna put you in a different mindset, build momentum. And when you build momentum, that's how you're able to accomplish more. So the fact and the belief in self that you can do it, and just being transparent with us. So in regards to the transparency, making sure that you're posting your meals on Telegram, breakfast, lunch, dinner. I know a lot of people that they may not be tech savvy, or you're ripping and running throughout the day. You don't have time, or you feel like you don't have time to post your meals. That's really the only way that we'll know if you're staying on track or not. And that may be a way to keep you on track, so you're not skipping meals. So you're not going 4 or 5, 6 hours without eating. And if we don't know what you're eating, we won't be able to help you, because you may be eating healthier, because a lot of y'all, since you've been starting, you've been eating healthier, you've been more mindful about what you're eating, but we need to make sure that we're eating in the right phase and we're eating the right portion sizes. So if we don't see what you're posting, we won't be able to help you. So definitely posting in the Telegram is going to make you successful over the next couple of weeks. following the fast metabolism program throughout the 4 weeks is gonna, help you be successful. Attempting to do it 100% now. If you're somebody who's been with us for quite some time, but you haven't done the fast metabolism program 100% without skipping meals, without having cheat meals, without drinking alcohol, without participating in the do's and the don'ts, you may want to attempt to do this 100% because, again, the goal is to repair your metabolism, and you shouldn't be thinking about the next thing if we haven't even repaired and created the healing process to move you towards the next thing, right? So attempting to do the fast metabolism in its entirety, but if you do slip up, we're human, just pick up where you left off and just keep on going. Another way that's going to help you to be successful is 100% meal prepping and keeping a crash stash snack. Now, crash stash snack is just having snacks in a convenient place so you don't miss your snacks. You may be working, you may be with the kids, you may be wherever. Just over the weekend, your schedule may be different than normal. So having a crash stash snack, whether it's in your car, the desk at work, ladies, you can have it in your purse. So if 3 to 4 hours come by and you're not able to have your meal, at least you have that crash stash close by to where you're not going 4 or 5, 6 hours without eating. And then also making sure that we complete all of our tasks each week in order to be successful over these next couple of weeks. So a question that a lot of people ask, and also a lot of people that is consistent in the gym, is how important is following the meal plan. Now, a lot of y'all are very, very consistent in regards to coming to the gym, but we all know that's only 20% of the results. So 80% of results is based on the nutrition. So the goal that I want you to set for yourself over the next 4 weeks is staying within your phases, right? You don't want your body to become resistant to one particular food. So when people do quote unquote dieting, a lot of times diets don't work because your body becomes resistant to a particular food. You may become carb resistant. You may just be resistant to a particular food, which is why we set our week up in phases. So your body may get some fruit and then we might get off of the fruit. Your body may get some grains in regards to rice, sprouted grain bread, but you're not eating that on a daily basis. So when it comes back around, your body's able to process it correctly. So staying within the phases, trying your hardest to follow the do's and the don'ts. That's a recommended way to repair the metabolism. And then again, remember, if you slip up, don't allow that to become a recurring thing, a recurring cycle, not more than once. So if you do slip up, you have an event, you're out with friends, out with family, you may have something that you don't have no business eating right now, it's not the end of the world. And don't have the mindset of, oh, I slipped up, it is what it is, I might as well just go crazy now, because that can just throw you off and then you will be starting out from square one. But if you slip up, it is what it is. Pick up where you left off, but don't allow a slip up on a Friday to become a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then we come back on Monday because we're going to be measuring y'all every single week and we're back where we started. All right. And then making sure that we're reaching out to all of our trainers if we need any assistance is key. Don't feel like you're one of those people that you feel like, oh, I'm nagging my trainers, I'm asking my trainers too much questions. That's why we're here. Our goal is to see y'all succeed. So never feel timid to reach out. Always reach out no matter the time, day, over the weekend. Right? So if you need more clarity on how the fast metabolism works, one, I want you to review that fast metabolism email sent when you started. And then about a month or two ago, I made a detailed video of some tricks and tips that'll help you to be successful during the program. And I'm going to post that video, that link, on Telegram. So over the weekend between tomorrow and Sunday, I want you to watch that video. Just figure out convenient times of where you could watch it, driving, cleaning the house, working out, whatever, because you need to understand the fast metabolism program in its entirety in order to be successful. Not even just for the 4 weeks, but going into, just a lifestyle period, knowing if I'm going out to eat with family, I know what to eat. I should know what to eat, during my week. I know when I want to try out new recipes, what I can and can't eat. So really taking the time to understand the tricks and tips to help you be successful just going forward. Take a look at that video that I posted in Telegram over the weekend. And then, that's really just going to set you up for success. So for my people who have completed your fast metabolism program, the first 28 days, the first question that I would ask is, have you reached your goals yet? And if the answer is yes, you'll follow the maintenance regimen in the later slide of this presentation. But for my people, which is majority of you, if you haven't completed the 28 days or you haven't met your weight goal yet, you're going to want to follow the fast metabolism program until you reach your goal. And for real, to be honest, some of you may just need a couple more weeks on the program until you fall into that maintenance phase. But until you get to your desired weight, body fat percentage, etc., make sure you follow the program. Yes, we can incorporate certain things like protein powders and vitamins and things along those lines, but making sure that we're staying within our phases and doing our full 28 days and cycling on our fast metabolism program until we reach our goal. Because the goal, again, is to repair the metabolism. But again, the fast metabolism program is not going to support an unhealthy lifestyle. So if you went through the 28 days and you just go back to unhealthy eating, eventually you're going to go back the way you were. When the metabolism is here, like I have a cheat meal in moderation, or, a drink or whatever it is, some dessert in moderation. But if I go back immediately to an unhealthy lifestyle, eventually I will end up where I started, right?
All right, so Coach side here. So in addition to what Coach you just talking about, as far as like remembering what to focus on, as far as like the fast metabolism diet, we also want to make sure that we're focused on making sure that, even though this is 4 weeks, and we definitely are going to go in on these 4 weeks and making sure that we're on top of things, making sure that we're planning meals, eating every 3 to 4 hours, make sure we're familiar with what phase that we're in and all those things. We also want to be present enough for all this to make sure that we make this a lifestyle, because hopefully you want the results that you getting for a lifetime and not just for a little bit of time, right? So the key thing is to have fun with it, take it day by day. Because if you focus really on the habits or the day by day things, the results are just going to inevitably come straight to you if you're focused on the right things on a day to day, not focus on, trying to make quantum leaps with a big goal or anything like that. We're trying to really heal, build, and maintain. You feel me? So we also want to make sure that we remember to move it. This is really important. I have emphasized this before, how important it is. Though coming to the gym 4 days a week is actually pretty good. It's a lot better than probably about 80% of the population of people that do some form of activity. But um, if you really want to see your goals accomplished, especially if one of your goals is to have some weight and or body fat reduction, you definitely want to move more than coming to the gym 4 times a week. And we just make this as simple as literally taking a walk after dinner, after lunch, in the morning, something that's kind of maybe on the other side of the day of the workout that you regularly do when you come to the gym with us. Because the more movement, the more the better it is, because movement is medicine, just like food is medicine, movement is medicine. So if we got that pair of having the right amount of movement, the right frequency of movement, and then of course we eating right every day according to the phases, we're going to have a great and an amazing result. Case in point, for those of you who may or may not know Jolena, she's attained substantial results from the beginning when she first started the Fast Metabolism program in January. And she really stuck with it for the first 4 weeks and kept the habits of staying on the program and not deviating far from it. And the key thing with her is she had a specific goal. She just on this past July 4th, she went to the Peachtree Road Race and she completed that. That was her goal before the end of the year. So what she did is she went and took walks every single day. If she was on here, I let her tell it, but she took walks every single day and she's lost like I think almost 60 pounds, if not more. She's very close to her goal weight that she wants, but after what is it that she's doing? Jeffrey said she will get out there and she just does an extra amount of walking because those steps definitely do matter. If you got like a watch or anything like that that's counting calories, definitely try to go for at least 8K a day. 10K is even better, but at least 8K if possible is best. If you work a sit down job, you most definitely want to make sure you're not just getting only workouts at the gym, but that you're also getting some activity. It doesn't have to be walking; it can be anything fun that you love or like. Just find that, discover it, and find a way to really just incorporate that into your program. But that's the key thing. We just want to make sure that remember while we're on this 4 weeks and beyond is to just have fun with it, make it a lifestyle. Tap into those habits that's conducive to the new you that you're becoming and not the old you that got you to the point that you're at or trying to get out of. And of course, just moving the body more than a little bit, definitely every day in some way, so you can keep the circulation going, keep that metabolism on fire, and definitely not just get the result, but keep the result.
Appreciate that, Rashad. So going into week one, our task is really just to get you mentally prepared. We need some form of direction, if we want to be successful over these next couple of weeks. So without the consistency of mental toughness, it's going to be difficult to reach your goals. So I'm big on building momentum. I understand, you start slow, but as you put a block down every single day, a brick after a brick, a block after block, you eventually build a house. So it's about building momentum. So, kind of coming up with some strategic plan over the next couple of weeks to actually have specific targets that we need to hit. So week one is focused on goal setting and mindset. First and foremost, making sure that our meal plan is a priority over the next couple of weeks. But 3 tasks that we want to complete for week one, and that's one, write down one long-term goal that you want to complete over the next 4 weeks. So when you look today, it's July 13th. So by August 13th, where do you want to see yourself mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, whatever it is in regards to certain things? We all have different aspects in our life that we need to work on. So where do I want to see myself over the next 4 weeks? If it's just something as small as more consistent, or somebody who said that I wanted to complete a task and I actually completed it, where do you want to see yourself? What's one long-term goal that you said at the beginning of your fitness journey that you wanted to achieve, that may be something that you haven't done yet? So I want you to think of something and write it down. Don't just think of it in your head, write it down. If you got to put it on your fridge, put it on your mirror at the house, put it in your car, whatever you need to do, write down one long-term goal over the next 4 weeks. 2 is I want you to write down one short-term goal that you want to complete during week 1. So that could be something as small as getting all your meals in, or working out a certain amount of time throughout, the week. Something as small as maybe taking a walk, like Rashad said, on the days outside of the gym. Come up with a short-term goal for week 1 that you must complete, write it down. And then the third task is making sure holding yourself accountable, posting your breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks on Telegram, and then working out at least 4 days. We train Monday through Thursday, that's the minimum. So we want to work out at least 4 days. If you just for whatever reason miss one of your workouts, family, work, whatever it is, take that time Friday through Sunday to get that workout in. All right. So this program, I mean this diagram I'm gonna post on Telegram. Followed with the YouTube link and a few more things that I'm gonna be posting tomorrow morning. But definitely take time tomorrow or Saturday to write down your goals, put them in a place where you can see them on a daily basis, and really take time to complete these tasks, because we may think like, I don't like posting my meals, or I don't need to work out outside of our 4 days, or I don't need to write down our short-term or long-term goals. But these small tasks will really set you up for success. It may not seem like this one small thing may do it, but when you do one small task after another, after another, after another, we start building that momentum. And that's how we see the long-term effect. So going back to what I was talking about earlier, for my people who have completed the 28 days, or you may have reached your goal, it's for my people that have reached their goal weight. We have a few rules for maintenance. And this goes for anybody, you know, going forward within their journey. I'm gonna also post this in Telegram in a PDF so you can look at it, refer back to it, save it to your phone, because this is very important. The first rule is, in the maintenance program, phase 1 and phase 2 can be changed from no fat to low fat. So if we can start incorporating, you know, certain fats, maybe some oils, you know, we're gonna change that from no fat to low fat. Second rule is, if it's fake, that's a huge mistake in regards to looking at our ingredient list. If you want to make sure that when we're going to the grocery store, pay attention to the ingredients. If you can't pronounce it, you shouldn't be putting it in your body. All right. Also, watch out for the fake sugars and fake fats. Metabolism killer. We definitely don't want to incorporate that into our nutrition. 3 is always eat within 30 minutes of waking up. Your body will start to store fat if we're not eating within 30 minutes of waking up. You know, for people that wake up and go to work, and you may work out and you go 3, 4, 5 hours without eating, you're asking your body to operate on nothing. So what ends up happening is your body stores fat and it starts eating away at muscle tissue, and we don't need that. So making sure that we're eating within 30 minutes of waking up, and do not work out before you eat, right? So don't fast before going fast. Either have a snack or your breakfast within 30 minutes of working out. The best snack option within the phase for you to have before your workout is fruit. And making sure that after your workout, within 30 minutes to an hour after your workout, we're having meals or a snack with high levels of protein. When you work out, we know we break down muscle tissue. We need that protein to replenish the muscle, so it grows, it recovers, and it grows and builds and gets stronger. So our next rule of maintenance is always 3 meals, 2 snacks. That's going to keep your metabolism fast. And even if you're not within the fast metabolism program as detailed as it would be within your first 28 days, keep the form of your snacks within rotation, and make sure that it correlates within the fast metabolism program. Because again, so you don't want your body to become resistant to certain foods. So keep your snacks, fruits in regards to phase 1. Protein phase 2, that protein and that veggie with some fat during phase 3. So kind of keep those snacks similar to, you know, the fast metabolism program, even if you're not within the phases. 2 or 6, embrace your culture, making sure that when we finish our fast metabolism program or when we're inside our maintenance phase, holidays will come around. It is what it is. We want to embrace those times. A lot of times it is Thanksgiving, Christmas, Mother's Day, whatever it is, it's centered around food. So don't allow those times to destroy your path in regards to your fast, regards to your journey, but still embrace those times and, make conscious decisions, but don't feel like you can't enjoy those times with friends and family. If we're in a repaired state, we're making sure that we're eating the way that we need to. When those times come around, it's a time to enjoy yourself, but don't let that 1 day or that 2 days become 2 weeks, all right? The next rule of maintenance is make time and cupcakes. This goes in regards to our desserts. So basically, if you bake it, your body can take it. Try not to get packaged desserts. If you want to bake a cake, you know what you're putting into it. You know the right ingredients. If you want to take your kids out, maybe for ice cream, don't get the package. Go out somewhere where you can get, the healthier options. But there are going to be times where you may want to bake something. And if you want to bake, a dessert, your favorite dessert, it is what it is. Just be conscious about making those food. Another one, rule 8 is just chart your path. So plan your week and your food. Find a day to do that because preparation is key. If we know, okay, Sunday is my day to map out my food, prep my food, that's what's really going to set you up for success. So make a time, figure out a time throughout the week to prep your food. Number 9 is cook. Keep cooking. Experiment with new recipes or the ones that you love. For an example, a lot of us, we love our turkey chili that we have for phase 1. Start experimenting with other recipes within the fast metabolism program and, start researching things to kind of help you stay on top of things. So you're not getting, bored of the same recipes. Number 10, keep freezing your food. Chop fruits and veggies for future use. There may be time when you don't have time to chop the food and just make additional meals to store to reduce cooking time. We do that with our chili. Phase 1, we have our chili. We store the additional in the freezer. Sunday comes around, you don't have to worry about cooking it. You just defrost it and you're good for Monday, Tuesday for the additional week. Maintain, like I was saying earlier, your crash, stash, snacks. Keep it in your purse, car, office, freezer. And again, if time passes, you don't have a snack, you'll be able to, have that crash, stash, snack so you're not skipping meals. Number 12 is just staying equipped, making sure that we're following our do's and our don'ts, avoiding soy, gluten, corn, alcohol, caffeine, sugar, processed foods, keyword, most of the time. Now, if we do this in moderation, it's all good. There's going to be times where you may want to have a cocktail or two with some processed food, but do it in moderation. And if you got to the point where you kind of eliminated a lot of that stuff, keep it in your mind, like you really don't want to go back to that because it is killing your metabolism, right? Number 13 is drink your water. At least half your body weight every single day, and spring water is ideal. Make sure we're exercising on a regular basis. Repeat the program as needed. This goes, some people, they do it quarterly, some people do twice a year, some people even do once a week each month. But if you're keeping up with the maintenance program, you won't have to, keep going back to the fast metabolism program. But some people, they like to do it just because, it creates some type of structure and their body kind of remembers how it feels. Number 16 is stay organic, especially when you're buying your chicken, your eggs, your beef, your dairy. Supplement. A lot of people have been asking questions about supplements. Going outside your 28 days, we can start incorporating our multivitamins, protein powders, plant-based. I'll post the recommended protein powder that we use in our Telegram. And also, I'm gonna send a link in Telegram for other supplements that'll help you with your fast metabolism program. It's specific supplements tailored to the fast metabolism program. So I'll post it in the Telegram as well tomorrow. Number 18 is just basically chill out, keep those stress levels low. We know stress, it hurts the adrenal glands, which kills the metabolism. So just making sure that we find time to relax. If it's, getting a massage, if it's coming on Wednesdays or Saturday to Flow Flex and Chill with Coach Rashad, just figuring out times to, finding time to relax. And then number 19, just keep loving food, experimenting. During the fast metabolism program, we eat a lot. We eat a lot. So just experimenting, understand that food is for fuel, food is medicine, and just keep loving food. So I'll post those rules of maintenance in the Telegram tomorrow, along with everything else that I've put in there. But again, week 1, these are our tasks: following our meal plan, writing down our long-term 4-week goal, our short-term goal for week 1, and then posting our meals, and then working out at least 4 days a week. That's it for the presentation. What we'll do right now is open up for some questions if we have any. But if we don't have any